Hello and welcome to this channel. Today we are going to discuss about the notebook activity in Fabric Pipeline, and we will also see how to pass parameters from pipeline to a notebook. So this is my Fabric workspace data view. Let's create a new item. Select pipeline. Let's call it pipeline 3. Okay, so this is similar to ADF UI, but we do have some extra activities here. So if you scroll down, you can see you have semantic model refresh to refresh any semantic model and use it for Power BI. And then you have notifications one, Office 365 pre-email, Microsoft Teams. And again for the transform you have a script, Spark job definition notebook. Okay, so Spark job note definition and notebook specific to Fabric UI. Let's select the notebook activity. Okay, so this is a notebook activity added. It has settings like activity state can be activated, deactivated. Then it will have the timeout settings, retry settings, and under advanced you have that retry interval, and then secure output and secure input, similar to ADF and logic apps, where you can hide the input and output for security purpose. Now let's go to settings and we are going to create a new notebook. Okay, so it has opened the notebook UI, and there are some interesting options here which are worth noticing. So you can take the help from Copilot, you can convert to markdown cell, you can clear the output of notebook, and you can lock the cell. You further have options to freeze cell, hide input, hide output, and toggle parameter cell, and then a split cell. Okay, so first we will, in the language you have multiple options now. So you have PySpark Python, Scala, SQL, Spark SQL, R, or you can select just Python and T-SQL. If you select Python, it will only allow Python language, and if you select PySpark, then it will start a Spark clusters. And under the environment, currently the workspace default has been selected, but you can see there are other options, so you can even change the environment. Like suppose you have want to use a different cluster for dev, test and prod, you can configure it and you can use the corresponding cluster to save money. Okay, and again you have data wrangler one, you can explore or transform data here. We will see later how we can use data wrangler. And you have new AutoML run recently added, add to pipeline option, and open in VS Code. Again, you have option to add any comments. You can see the history. This is not a version control tool, but it's something which the workspace keep track of, similar to Databricks UI. Okay, and then you can select, like if you want to not set to the develop mode, run only mode, where no changes allowed, only the you can run the notebook, and then can again it's added changes where you don't allow running, and then view only. Okay, so default is again develop because we have opened from the pipeline UI. You can share the notebook, and if you go to edit, you have again the browse quotes preset, find and replace option. So this is quite useful if you want to find and replace the some parameter in the notebook using multiple cells. Okay, so this is a useful one. You can clear all outputs and again test the notebook. And then you have autosave option. So default is on, you can turn it off. You have some AI tools like Data Wrangler, set up an AI function, a new auto ML run function. Now some of these features are only available if you are inside the premium workspace, so keep that in mind. Under the run, you have a run all option to run all the cells, then you can run the cells above or below, and you can even manage that option. And here you have two settings, which is important one. You can select a high concurrency session, but you need to also enable some of the settings in workspace if you want high concurrency. And then you can schedule the notebook without using a pipeline. You can schedule, so you can see you can add a schedule here, and you can select hourly, daily batches, weekly, monthly. So you can select whatever you like, any particular time and all, and you can endorse it. Okay, so these are all the some of the important UI ones. And then under the view, you have two layouts, three in fact three now. So you can select standard, side by side, or outputs. Okay, let's switch back to standard. Here you can add the data items. So you can add the data sources here. And you have table of contents here. You can add a heading, markdown cells and all. There are keyboard shortcuts. So you can go and check these shortcuts if you want to use it. You have line numbers. Let's turn it off. And if you turn it, it will enable the line numbers. Okay, you can again see the history I've already shown you before. So let's create a simple notebook, uh, just Python one. And what we will do, we will say print notebook has been triggered. Okay, just a simple trigger statement, a print statement, I mean. If you go to pipeline, uh, you have to refresh, then only it will show you the notebook 3 as it's recently created. And let's pass some base parameters here. So click on new, and we will say run it. Let's select a string, value, add dynamic content. It's taking some time. Okay, so let's see the trigger parameters. Go to functions and go to date functions. So you can have the UTC now. Okay, so UTC now will just print the current timestamp in the UTC time zone. Click on OK. Okay, so we are passing run date UTC now. Now let's create another variable and set as pipeline underscore name, and give it string, and let's again system variable, you get the pipeline name here. Okay, so we have selected two variable. Let's save it. So it's currently publishing it. Okay, now we are going to use these parameters. So the great thing about Fabric Notebook is you can directly use the variable. Say, okay, so triggered, run date, and we will also print for, we will say pipeline, and let's see what parameter we have given here. So we have given pipeline underscore name, and run date is again everything is in. Let's keep run date. Okay, so let's now do one thing. We will run the notebook here. Okay, so two parameters, run date and pipeline name, are being passed here. If you click on run now, so it's starting the pipeline. Okay, okay, it succeeded. Yeah, so let's see the input. So it will show you the run date, which is again the UTC time, and then the pipeline name, which is nothing but pipeline 3. Let's see how can we see the output. So few things are interesting here to notice. You can change these options and select accordingly. Okay, and if you go to notebook, again you have the under the run, go to under the run, and you can see view recent run option. Click on that. Okay, so if you go, you can see the one run which shows success, and if you have to click on that, you will see more data. Okay, so now you can see the snapshot and how it's run. It has created a new cell. Okay, nothing to show the parameters, and then it's has printed. The node2 has been triggered, run date replaced by the UTC now value, and pipeline of course is pipeline 3. So it's very easy in Fabric to pass parameters from pipeline to a notebook. Let's do one more thing. So now what we will do, we will just change the language from Python to PySpark. Okay, still it's Python code, but let's see the difference. So again, go to pipeline and click on run. Okay, so it's running. It will take some time because it's starting the cluster. Okay, so you can again see succeeded, and you can go here if you want to see run history. So it will show you all the runs. Yeah, okay. Now one thing interesting, you can see it's still showing not started, but actually succeeded. So Fabric UI is not perfect. It will take some more time. Okay, now let's go to notebook again and let's see. So we will go to run and we will see view recent runs. Okay, so first one is the latest one. Let's click on that. Right. Since this time we have selected PySpark. Okay, so you will see lot many other options. It will show you jobs, resources. You can see the Spark resource usage, which is 13 seconds, total duration 14 seconds, total idle time, efficiency 0%, and it was, it quickly executed everything. And here you can see the runtime information, runtime 1.3, Spark 3.5, Delta 3.2, driver cores 8 vCore, 56 GB memory. So it's all Spark related data. You can see the logs. Okay, you can see the logs. See data, input, output. We are not doing anything. That's why you don't see anything here. But in the item snapshot, again, you can see what are the cell output of each. And there's a snapshot ID, live ID being created. Okay, for the logs. If you want to see the history server, just click on that and it will get. Okay, so you can see that event log you can download. You can click on this and you can see further logs. Everything about your Spark clusters, stages, environment, executors, all type of information you can see here, just like typical Sparks UI. So that's all for today. Mm, like and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you so much.